Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Jonathan Quinlan, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. We ask that you silence all electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. Good afternoon and welcome to today's ceremony, in which we pay special tribute to Major Paul Netchaef on the occasion of his promotion to the grade of Lieutenant Colonel. Today's presiding officer is Colonel Michael Merritt, Commander, 3rd Aircraft Maintenance Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. Please join us in recognizing our honored guests. Joining Major Netchaef today is his wife Diane and their sons, Jordan and Guyler. We also welcome all commanders, chiefs, 3rd AMXS warriors, and members of the Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson community. Thank you for sharing this special occasion with Major Netchaef and his family. We will now hear from Colonel Merritt.
Now hear from Colonel Merritt. Yes, you will. Hey, no, seriously, what a great day. Earlier today, right here on the same stage, we promoted a bunch of brand new NCOs and senior NCOs, and what better way to end the day than to promote a brand new lieutenant colonel. So, and I'm sure Major Netchaef will attest, it's been a long time coming, huh, brother?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what happens when you commission in December. So I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but Major Netchaef's been in the Air Force for a long time. He enlisted and came on active duty in 1985. So how many of you were even born in 1985? Yeah, there's more than a figure. So, let's flash back to young Airman Netchaef's life back in 1985. What life was like for a young airman living in the dorms in 1985. Well, an airman only made about $575 a month, so probably a lot of TV watching in the day room. If you remember what the day room is. The most popular shows on the tube back then, and there were actually tubes involved back then, were The Cosby Show, Dynasty Dallas, MacGyver aired in the original form back then.
Yeah.
And I know you were a Golden Girls fan, so debuted that year. But being a sports guy, I'm sure he watched the Kansas City Royals come back from a 3-1 deficit to defeat the St. Louis Cardinals in the I-70 World Series. The 1985 Chicago Bears shuffle their way to the Super Bowl 20, and Michael Jordan win Rookie of the Year honors in his inaugural season with the Chicago Bulls. Damn, that was a long time ago. I'm sure there was loud music blasting from his 8-track tape player. Songs like Madonna's Like a Virgin, George Michael's Careless Whisper. And REO Speedwagon's Can't Fight This Feeling topped the charts back then. USA for Africa, We Are the World, and Phil Collins' One More Night rounded out the top 5 if you're interested. Bringing back memories, in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, someone lived in the dorms had one of those brand new Nintendo video games that came out that year. I'll bet young Airman Netchaef spent off-duty time chugging New Coke, which also came out that year, and playing Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers with his buds till the wee hours of the morning. Well, I know Paul would like to continue down this trip down memory lane. We should probably press with what we're here for, and that's to promote the good and danger in the child. Let me tell you a little bit more about him. Paul was enlisted for 16 years prior to going to OTS and earning his commission. He spent his enlisted time at Tyndall, Kunsan, and then a lot of years at Seymour Johnson, as well as a lot of back and forth time between Seymour and the desert. He was an ammo troop back then. No hose?
Ammo back then?
All right.
Well, weapons.
Yep, he was an ammo troop back then and attained the rank of tech sergeant, so he was somebody. It was while he was stationed at Seymour that he met his lovely wife Diane, and they dated for 4 years. I think she wanted to make sure she got it right, and then married in 1995. It was also about that time he almost got out of the Air Force. In fact, he passed the test to get his real estate license, and he was destined to become a realtor. But Sage Family Advisors convinced him that 10 years was a lot invested, so he decided to stay. But he knew he wanted to do something different, so that's when he started hitting the books. He hit school hard, and the next thing you know, he's got his degree knocked out and was accepted to OTS. Paul commissioned in December of 2001. His first duty station as a young LT was Pope Air Force Base, South Carolina. So Diane was a successful cosmetologist. She had her own business, a couple folks working for her there. The kids were in school, and they were all close to family, so in order not to completely uproot the family, Paul made the decision to commute an hour and a half each way on either end of the day, back and forth to Pope. Made for a tough assignment, but Paul kicked ass. He ran the Age flight. He was the biggest flight at the time in the maintenance squadron. Soon after that, he became the Sortie Gem flight commander and finished up his time in the MOS as the OIC of the Mach. While at Pope, he received such accolades as CJ of the Quarter, CJ of the Year, and won the Lance P. Saigon Award. He culminated his tour there as the 2004 Air Force Lew Allen Award winner. He was the best CGO in the maintenance CGO in the Air Force for 2004. From Pope, the Netchaefs made their first move as a family to Sunny, Georgia, Robbins Air Force Base. There he did a little bit of time as a C-5 production flight commander, but was shortly picked up for the Logistics Career Broadening Program. He's one of only 17 folks picked up that year out of the 300 eligible. He culminated his tour there with another wing level Side John Award and was stratified in the top 4% of 801 CGOs and GS-12s. From here, it was on to Nellis Air Force Base, where he worked he started out there as a Tomahawk AMU OIC, where he led 250 people and was responsible for 21 F-16s. They quickly picked up on his talent, moved him in to be an ops officer in the maintenance squadron, where he was stratified number 1 of 5 CGOs and number 1 of 3 ops officers. And again, another award, wing level, 57th Wing Leo Marquez Award winner. During this time, he also knocked out a 6-month deployment to Bagram, where that is just a busy place. He was the EAMXS MOO, responsible for 5 AMUs and 550 folks at the time. 56 aircraft from 6 different MDS. To say that was challenging is an understatement. It was his extreme diverse background. It made it a no-brainer that he was going to be a commander somewhere. It was just, where were they going to make him a commander? He was matched to the first MOS back when we had the MOSs at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. As we know, we furled the flags on those squadrons soon after he took command. So he finished out the rest of his time over on the ACC staff as the F-35 Weapons System Sustainment Branch Chief. From there, it was off to school. He did a year of ACSC at Sonny Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama, and then we stole him and hired him to come up here and run our AMXS. So all you hear here is how Paul has excelled throughout his career. And while he's excelled in all aspects of his job with Paul, it's all about family. Anytime I talk to him, if you ask him, what he wants to be doing. He wants to be spending time with his family. They love to boat on the lake. They love to spend time at the beach. Basically, it's just being with family and kids is what he enjoys doing. He's a proud father of 4, grandfather of 2. I know that Nicole and Haley won't be able to be here today, but I guarantee you that Jordan and Guyla will represent when it comes time to tack on rank. Don't you guys? Paul, I'd like to personally thank you and Diane for letting me be a part of this ceremony. And I got to tell you, you both have earned this promotion. It's been a long time coming. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get her done.
Thank you, Colonel Merritt. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the publishing of the promotion order. Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Major Paul Netchaef. In view of these special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Major Paul Netchaef is promoted to the grade of Lieutenant Colonel, United States Air Force, effective the first day of November 2016, by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Netchaef's wife, Diane, and his sons, Jordan and Guyler, will pin his new rank on.
Come on up, Steph. Not too hard.
Thank you, Diane, Guyler, and Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand while Colonel Merritt administers the oath of office to Lieutenant Colonel Netchaef. Please be seated. It is my privilege to present Lieutenant Colonel Netchaef.
Usually I'm prepared for things, right? I have something laid out, deep thought, and what I'm going to discuss. Today is not that time. I am ill-prepared, and I might walk around, and I've got a big voice, so hopefully everybody can hear me. But first of all, Dustin, Major Dedmore, track, and where you at? Yeah, thank you for setting everything up. Not only just this, but I told you I want one thing. I want air power, right? I want the birds. I want the mission while we're here. You know, and then you said strategically, okay, let's wicker with the maintenance groups. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate everything, right? Thank you very much. Colonel Merritt, sir.
Thank you all the kind words. Even though Clemson Tigers kicked y'all's butt this weekend. Yes, right? Come on, Tiger fans.
What's up, Pigs? I would have used it if Florida State won.
Exactly. See, so I had to throw that nugget out there. Sir, thank you very much for kind words. Look up to you very much, sir. Thank you for everything you do for my family, for me and my family. Yeah, remember him top two? Well, this is part of it. So, as Colonel Merritt said, I am as my squadron would know, a family-oriented individual. So I like the theme family now is what I have. And we all know we have two families, on base and off base. And as Colonel Nehemiah has mentioned this before as well, they must be balanced. So I look back at my career, 31 years. I know you're going, everybody's going, God, he looks 28 years old, right? Okay. Yeah, maybe not. But that's 31 years of, man, it goes by fast. He was wrecked. I almost got out. Different, venue. I said, no, I'm going to listen to my father and Diane's father stay. And in a matter of 2 weeks, I'm at 31 years now. And it's only because of my great leadership. I had supervisors along the way, good and bad. And you, as everybody knows, you learn from the bad ones. Thank you for that nugget. I will not do that when I become a leader, but it helps you grow, right? But the chiefs that I had, the seniors, the masters, the NCOs, all the airmen, I've learned something. They all helped me throughout my career, all the assignments, and especially now, being in this squadron, I'm so humbled to be a part of this one. So my military family is really driven and helped me get to where I am. Okay? And yes, it took a year and a half to pin this on, almost 2 years for Major, but that's just kind of is. Colonel Merritt said, when you're a December guy, it's all over. So thank you to my military friends, my military family, because that is real special, right? I learn something every day, try to, from this squadron every day. On the other side of the family is well balanced. I'm hoping I'm doing a decent job. Look at me. Is my off-base family. So my daughters, I wanted to be here, and it was tough. My daughter Nicole, married, 2 kids. So yeah, here's all the granddads. Where you at? Oh, that's right. Just one, me and Chief. Chief, good to see you. Represent. That's right. Okay, so now Cruz, I'm an old guy, right? I know I look 28. But, so Nicole, I'm very proud of her living in Myrtle Beach and her family. And then Haley, this is the 2nd year she's starting Coastal Carolina University. Very challenging not having her here as well for me and Diane. Talk to her about every day. She's going to complete her degree in 3 years. She's kicking tail down there, loving life. So, but she'll be up in that in a month or so. And then my boys. My boys are representing, as Colonel Merritt stated, the family. I'm so proud of each of you boys. Really, as respectful as you are, right, mature as you are, and all the other, everything out in the society that I see for today's kids. I love you guys so much. Jordan, my senior, about to graduate. Undecided about college, where, when, how, and kind of see where we're going to go. We're going to posture for our next assignment. Baseball kid, so hopefully he's going to roll in and play baseball this year. We'll see. He's very good at baseball. Right, Jordan? Yes, I love you very much, Jordan. Very proud of you. And Gyler, my new teenager, turned 13 last week. In fact, he loves baseball too. They're both very good. We just got off the plane 10, 11 hours ago from Phoenix, Arizona for his tournament. So, yeah, lack of sleep a little bit, both of us. You probably got a little bit more this morning, right? But Gyler, love you as well, buddy. Well, I love you two boys. And the glue that holds us all together, even when my daughters are gone, is Diane. My woman, my wife, my best friend, my life. "21 years of marriage, right? 25 years we've been together. And it's something special. I think it's just growing, man, every day. And I love you so much. You truly do care about everybody, not just our family, but you will help anybody you know. You have such the biggest heart, and I think that's why I love you really more. I take care of our family, take care of me, And I truly don't think I'd be here in this spot without you. Thank you very much. Love you so much. So as a small token for you, small token. So, as I said, I wasn't truly prepared. I wasn't prepared, but yet. So I owe the boys because I think Major did more. Hey, you're gonna get some more boys than I am. But then again, I started thinking those boys. So when I get him this watch, I want to get it. No, it's not. I might like. So we're gonna go get him. Okay, I didn't want you to just take it back. Technically, I wasn't prepared as I initially started. So, and I didn't start off by saying, Tony, thank you, sir. Anger, thank you. Awesome vision here. I appreciate that. And Roy, honorary commander, Philip Beecher, thank you for coming out. This is Halloween. You got a busy trick-or-treat calendar, I'm sure, right? But where else would you want to be? And so afterwards, obviously, you see Diane's layout over there, like something else. So thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. Make sure I didn't leave anything out. I don't think I have. Thank you again for coming, everybody. Chief Nye, I know you're retired. Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Netchaef. Please join us in congratulating Lieutenant Colonel Netchaef by staying for the reception immediately following this ceremony. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending. Have a great day.